Shalom, Israel. This is Sister Kana, and first and foremost, I have to give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, AHAYAH, Yashaya, Qadash Rawach. Shalom, Israel. I know it's been a while, and I purposely took some time off to, just meditate with the Most High, fasting and praying, and making sure I'm in line with the Most High. Because what has been on my spirit to say to Israel, 9 times out of 10, I don't want to be the one to have to deliver these messages. But, all glory and praise to AHAYAH. He's speaking to the children of Israel. And I'm just thankful. I'm so thankful that the AHAYAH, the Most High AHAYAH, would even consider me to speak. So, I pray you all are doing well, and under these circumstances, I pray that you're making do, and that you're preparing to get up out of Babylon as soon as this thing lets up. If it lets up, I hope that you all are fasting and praying, not just praying. This ain't the time to just be praying. You need to be fasting from weeks upon weeks, because this is serious business. And we don't know which way this is going to go. We can only consult the Most High AHAYAH at this times, because the Most High is, He's in charge of all things, and He's allowing these things to happen. And a lot of people I know are like, oh, why the Most High? We know that's a given. Everybody gonna be like, oh, why? Why Most High? See, this is how the Most High said it's going to be, even on Judgment Day. This is nothing. This is nothing compared to how it's going to be when He starts judging each and every one of us. Everybody going to be like, oh, why Most High? Oh, didn't I prophesy in your name? And all that stuff that the Bible says, is going to be done. We're going to do it. But I just want to come on, and it's the Most High who's commissioned me to come and speak, and I think I pushed this envelope as far as I could push it, because it's been on my spirit for a while now to speak. And I really just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it because I know majority people don't want to really hear what the Most High really has to say, and how He really feels about stuff. So, but it has to be done, because, Israel is in such a state of denial. We are so delusional. Like, we just think, everything we do is right with the Most High. And it's just a sad situation. That's why the Most High in the scriptures, He said, when He tell certain brothers in the scriptures to eat the scroll, and it's sweet like honey in your mouth, and then when it goes, it's bitter in your stomach, it's very bitter. This is how this truth is with us. It's very bitter in our stomach, because it's nothing what you think it is. The Most High is the same Most High AHAYAH that wrote these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's the same power that we're dealing with right now. And He don't change. He ain't changing. So because most of us we got caught up in that Christianity doctrine of, the fake J, I don't even want to say the word, that fake J that everybody was calling on. He loves us and He loves everything about us. The Most High power, AHAYAH, is a power of war and of judgment, of law, statutes, and commandments. And although He loved Israel, bitterly to the end, He still is about His business. And Israel has to wake up to the fact that the Most High is not playing. And He said He's going to deal with the house of Israel, and we are not going to go unpunished. And so, as you can see, that's going on right now. Right? So we got to fast and pray. And fast and pray that the Most High give us some mercy to come out of Babylon. Because look, He can raise up some rocks He ain't got to deal with us. So people just really feel like we're privileged. You know, like we just gotta make it out of this. And this is what I've been saying in my videos for a long time. I told y'all that there's some Gentiles here that's preparing for Israel to not make it here. They preparing as if we're not gonna make it here. And Israel just acting like, oh, it's a given. He's going to deliver us. This and that. He's going to deal with the house of Israel first. And although he said, you know, we're not going to go unpunished, that means a lot of people ain't going to make it. A lot of people ain't going to make it, y'all. And based on the wickedness on the house of Israel, nobody want to hear that. Nobody wants to, oh, this is not the time, because no, this is the time. You need to hear about your wickedness. You need to hear that what you're doing is unpleasing to AHAYAH. Let me tell you, every king in the scriptures, every prophet in the scriptures, any man of the Most High that the Most High was dealing with or had any consideration for, always had somebody, usually it was a priest or somebody, come and tell them and warn them when they were getting out of line with the Most High. All through the book, it tells you this, that some Most High sent someone to go speak to this person to let them know, look, the Most High ain't pleased. And at least at that time, the men of AHAYAH knew to straighten up, repent, get in line, fall on their face like David did, cry out, weep. And according to how they responded, you know, with repentance, with sorrowfulness, the Most High would, even though he was going to chastise them, he would have mercy. And the chastisement wouldn't be so hard. Okay? That's normal. That's like all through the book, these kind of things go on. But nowadays, with Israel, you come into Israel telling them, you know, what the Most High, something should penetrate in your spirit. Something should ring a bell. A light should go off. A red flag should, something. Our people so wicked. You talking to them and talking to them and talking to them. They ain't even blinking. And this is what I was saying to the Most High. Most High, they're not even listening. They don't even care. And I'm saying this to say this because for 12 years of my life, I've been sitting on YouTube warning the children of Israel, warning you with all my heart, pouring out my heart to you guys, like, get out of Babylon, get out of Babylon, get out of Babylon. It's coming, it's coming. And mind you guys, I didn't know that the Most High, this was going to happen with the coronavirus. It was a sneak attack, and the Most High knew it. That's why he had me talking and talking and talking and telling y'all, come out, come out, come out. The Most High knew, but I didn't know. And there was times, y'all, when I didn't want to talk. I'd be always, I was trying not to murmur and complain to the Most High. Be like, Most High, but I was asking questions, trust me. And things that I felt guilty of even questioning the Most High. Because I just didn't see like people really, really taking this serious. But now, after all of this, and to see this situation going on, and Esau is not letting up. I mean, it's going to be a miracle that if the Most High let it go to where you can get on a plane and fly. Okay? I mean, it will be a complete miracle. It will be only the Most High having mercy on Jacob. And that's why I'm suggesting that everybody fall on their face, fasting and praying. If you're considering coming out of Babylon. Now, if you don't really consider leaving, then this is not for you. But for those of you who know you're supposed to come out, and this majority is the brothers and sisters who are calling on AHAYAH, we are commissioned to come out of her, my people. The Most High, AHAYAH, is calling the children of Israel out. Now, I know there's a lot of things going on, like infiltration and these kind of things. You know, and that's another thing I've been screaming to the top of my lungs about. And everybody try to act like, oh, it ain't going on, it ain't going on. But yet, right now, you're stuck in Babylon and you cannot leave. Okay? Right now, when you should be out of Babylon and you had the opportunity to get out, because Sister Carla has been talking about it for 12 years, pleading with you, begging brothers and sisters to come out of Babylon. You don't have to be in that situation right now. You could be somewhere else. And even though all the earth is going to experience it, that's what the Most High said in 2nd Ezra. Babylon the Great, Babylon is falling, and it will be destroyed. So I'm praying that y'all, even now, take heed and pack it, have your bags at the door, waiting for an opportunity to get up out of there, not listening to anybody telling you, oh, okay, because from what I find out, and this, I want to say this early on, you know, I heard Elder Bacard say, he got them holy days right for the Feast of Weeks coming up this Sunday. It starts Saturday at sundown. Oh, he miraculously got that holy day right. And I pray he stay on the right path. Because it's the Most High wasn't pleased with that nonsense at Passover. Let me tell you. And I warned you. Don't play with the Most High's holy day. He gave you the calendar. Now you're going to get that calendar right. Praise AHAYAH, Yashaya. Okay? People want to, I got brothers speaking bad about me, talking all kind of wickedness is going on, y'all. And I told you that they were going to do this. They was going to go against me, and they're going to, you know, demonize me and act like I'm so wicked because I'm telling you, one, where to go. Jordan is the safe place. Praise AHAYAH is out there. Everybody knows to get to Jordan now. Jordan is the only safe place. That's where the holy mountain is, and that's where the Most High is calling his people to. I praise AHAYAH. But you got brothers sitting in Jordan here that are against me, that's speaking against me, making videos against me. Wicked, and trying to say, because, listen, I'm not following anybody who ain't calling on AHAYAH. That's one. You know them by their fruit. Secondly, you got the wrong holy days. They're keeping a Sabbath on a Monday. Now, what kind of foolishness is that? Okay? And they want you to be submissive and follow them. And they straight wicked. The majority of them are wicked. So they put out a video and say, don't follow Sister Kana and don't be around her. Ask them what the name of the Most High is. Ask them what day do they keep the Sabbath. What day do they keep the Passover. Ask them. Because you will know them by their fruit. And I don't have to say nothing else. Be careful, Israel. Everybody who's claiming that they're Israel is not Israel. And we are in a war. And it ain't going to stop. Christ said, endure until the end. So brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, be on your P's and Q's. Watch yourself. Watch your children around these people. A lot of these people, they ain't acting Christ-like at all. Okay? I wouldn't follow them to the phone booth. And there ain't no phone booths here. Okay? I won't follow nowhere. You're going to have to wait on righteous men, sisters. I know most of the sisters, everybody dying to be under a righteous brother, a brother who's Hebrew, but you better make sure they're a righteous one. Because you'll be standing before the Most High talking about, I thought. And I ain't going to hear all that. Because you've been warned. So I pray, brothers and sisters, that you share this video, please. Give Israel a chance. Let them know that there is a safe place. You just got to get here now. You know? And it's unfortunate that the Most High had to cut Israel off at the knees because of the wickedness that's going on within the Hebrew Israelite community. I'm sorry to have to bring these kind of messages to you, but you need to know so that you can correct your behavior. The Most High has sent me out to give you these messages, and I've been doing it diligently for 12 years, warning you, get out of Babylon, get out of Babylon, get out. So I don't know, you know, if you can't see that, hey, there's something up with this sister, like maybe the Most High sent her out. Like if you don't even see, like something is spiritually wrong, you know? Because I don't know no one that's more concerned with the Most High's holy days and where we're supposed to be. I mean, people just ain't that, they don't care. So there has to be a reason why I'm always coming to you with the business of the Most High. And for these brothers, I mean, I don't know what to say. Then it's like, you got to be spiritually dead, yeah? You have to be spiritually dead. I've been talking about the tabernacle. There's not no brothers who even consider. Listen, you talking about the wilderness. So what you come to the wilderness? If you don't have the protection of AHAYAH or your AHAYAH, it ain't going to help you. He protect us with him dwelling in the tabernacle, face to face with Israel. We have to have a tabernacle. And I've been talking to brothers about that. Listen. You got to be spiritually dead to not understand when someone is coming from the Most High has sent. But this is how out of touch people are with the Most High. Like you thought our forefathers were bad. This take the cake. I've never seen, like, my spirit bear witness to just straight wickedness among our people. Like, I don't know how can I've been talking on this thing for 12 years and brothers ain't taking consideration that maybe and really trying to get here and do what they were supposed to do. I don't get it. But I don't have my glasses, guys. So I'm going to go to the scriptures. Proverbs 16:5, it says, anyone who is proud in heart is an abomination to AHAYAH. So it has to be a level of pride for you not to be able to your spirit, for these words to hit your spirit and you not to think that just maybe, well, maybe. You know, it got to be a very proud heart to not receive information that's coming from the Most High. I mean, even with the calendar in the very beginning, when I went to Elder Gocc about the calendar, I got death threats. Unbelievable. And it was threatening me. And we were going back and forth, fighting for years. And now it's to this point. And so now I'm supposed to shut up and supposed to be, because it's not the time. Because you in turmoil. No. Thus saith AHAYAH. Get out of Babylon. Get the people out of Babylon. Now the Ark is talking about buying land. If y'all sitting there messing with that crap, when the Most High said, come out of her, my people, whatever happens, you deserve it. At this point, that's all I can really say. The Most High is a righteous judge. That's all I can say. He's a righteous judge. He ain't going to do nothing for just nothing. If he's warning you and warning you and warning you, and you still harden your heart, listen, anyone who is proud in heart is an abomination to AHAYAH. Though hand join in hand, that person still will not go unpunished. So you can gather together and act like, oh, we're praying together and we're one accord. And let me tell you, you're attaching yourself to wickedness. You are one accord with wickedness against AHAYAH. Because the Most High said, come out of her, my people. Now you can gather together all you want. You can keep on gathering together. You think this is something, listen, your head gonna spin what the Most High will have in store for you next. So I'm begging you, Israel. I'm pleading with you, brothers and sisters. I beseech you, my brothers and sisters. Get out of Babylon. Don't let no one beguile you to sitting there when the Most High is calling you out. You must come and serve him at his mountain. You must serve the power of Israel. I pray you take heed. I pray you hear me and consider my words. I've been talking on this thing for 12 years. And I praise AHAYAH Yashaya. Thank you, AHAYAH. Because I hope now that he has gotten your attention, at least, to know. Don't play with him. He will take you out. There's a lot of things that need to be done for the children of Israel. His tabernacle must be built. I'm warning you now. His tabernacle must be built. And you know, when I come to brothers and I talk about these things, they take it as wickedness. Like you don't even know righteousness when it's staring you when it's smacking you in the face. You got to be pretty wicked. You got to be pretty wicked not to see. At least, and I'm going to say it again, at least in our forefathers, when someone came to them and spoke to them, spoke the words, it resonated in their spirit. They knew to straighten up. Our brothers today, there's nothing. There's spiritually dead line, flat line, nothing. Beep. No spiritual nothing. They don't get it. Listen, and there's a lot of scriptures where there were false prophets, people who were coming and speaking in the name of the Most High, and the Most High did not send them. He did not send them. So that's why people are in this position that they're in now. Where you in a place, when you know the Most High said come out of her, you know that this situation ain't looking too good, but you still considering to sit there. You got to be spiritually dead, brothers and sisters. Please let this not count for you. Please let this not be your demise. Most High said, Revelation 18, come out of her, my people. There's no real reason all this time for Israel to still be in Babylon when you was waking up, awakened 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And it's sad for those people who were out of Babylon and then you went back. You can't blame nobody but yourself, even though you want to blame, you know, Sister Kana, whoever, always somebody else's fault. Now's the time to look at yourself. Fast and pray. Fast and pray, brothers and sisters. This is a detrimental time. Israel is not going to go unpunished. And I pray that you ain't in that punishment group. You don't have to deal with people in Babylon. There's enough Israel outside of Babylon. I've been warning you and warning you and warning you and warning you. 12 years of making these YouTube videos, y'all. Please consider. Get out of Babylon. Have your bags at the door. Get out. I mean, and there's a whole lot of stuff that I could really be saying right now. But I'm really trying to keep it. I'm really trying to not really go that hard. But I may have to, y'all. I may have to go hard on Israel. And our brothers who's calling themselves men of the Most High, yet they still sitting in Babylon. Don't be deceived. Don't let no one have you sit there. You will be destroyed. And there's no martyrship coming out of Babylon. I don't care what you say. I don't care how good it sounds. Oh, I have to stay. But whatever reason you thinking you need to stay, trust me. Y'all saw them teachings on hell. GLCC done did enough of them. It's like every third video at one point was on hell. You know. That's what's coming for people who stay in Babylon. There ain't no martyrdom coming out of Babylon. You got the call to come out. The decree went forth. Don't let no one deceive you. There's a lot of wickedness among Israel. A lot of people done sold Israel out. A lot of Israel is not Israel. Some of these people, their fathers are Edom. Their fathers are Edom. And they're doing the work of their fathers. So as much as you want to call this one my brother, that one my brother, and we all stick together, Christ said in Matthew 24, possibly the elect will be deceived, that let no man deceive you. This is not the time. He said, let no man, there will be a great deception. It's not the time. As much as we want to come together singing Kumbaya and praise, oh, happy day and all this stuff. We can praise AHAYAH though. But it's not the time to be just trusting everybody. Christ said a great deception. He warned you. The apostles asked him specifically, what will be the sign? What will be the sign of your coming? He said, be not deceived. Don't be deceived. Let no man deceive you. Not just the Christian church, not just the Catholic church. He ain't say that. He said, let no man deceive you. There will be in other words, there will be a great deception. Be on your P's and Q's. Don't sleep. This is not the time to be sleeping and drifting off and thinking about love, 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 love. It's not the time for that, brothers and sisters. Save your soul. So I took time before I came with this message, but I needed to come with it. And I've been saying it consistently for 12 years. And I'm not going to stop. But sometimes I just like to sit back and just watch and see how Israel do. And they like to lull themselves back to sleep, back to that delusional state, drinking the Kool-Aid of all the nonsense that people are feeding you. But there was a lot of false prophets, and Israel was always going the wrong way, following behind wicked men, leading them to their destruction. Now, are they going to do another Jim Jones on y'all? Elder Gocc talking about buying property. What did that mean? Like, where does that fit into this? Come out of her, my people. I mean, I don't know where he's going with that, but I pray you're paying attention, because that's not what the Most High told you to do. What scripture is that? That you must buy property in Babylon for people to have some place to stay. Most High said, don't stay there. He said, come out of her. What's the problem? You still being disobedient. You still not listening to what the Most High is telling you to do. That's why you're sitting in Babylon right now in this situation, because you don't want to listen. And the person that the Most High sent out to talk to you and tell you, come out, come out, come out, come out, you disregard. You're going to threaten to kill her. You're going to send death threats, hate mail, all kind of stuff. Unbelievable. And then these brothers come out here, straight wickedness. Ooh, wickedness. That's all I can say. Pay attention. I told you, I warned you. When I first came out with agents amongst Israel, I was warning you, long time. Agents a month. Y'all remember that video? I'll put it up. I'll put it in the description box for you. I'll put all the warning videos so that y'all can see. Please go over some of these videos now. In hindsight, now that you know, now that you're sitting in Babylon under a curfew and you can't move, and you was waiting for Elder Gocc to tell you to leave. In hindsight, please go look at them videos now. When I was telling you, running you out of money. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to tell you. Elder Gocc playing a wonderful song, Jacob's Crying. Urging you guys to go on iTunes, buy Jacob's Crying, Jacob's Crying. Guess who getting the money for Jacob's Crying? Vera, 747. Her son who wrote the song. Oh, y'all, that went over your head with Elder Gocc talking about, oh, my nephew. Vera's son, the wicked witch of Babylon, who don't like Israelites, speaking against AHAYAH, blaspheming the spirit of the Most High. He is supporting her music on his channel. Edom is at it again. You guys have been bamboozled again. This is the demonic behavior that's going on within Israel. Your elder is supporting your money that you ain't got. Half of you ain't got no jobs, all this stuff. He's promoting. Y'all paid for this demon and her sister. The handler, this is how they deceive you, disrespect you, blatantly putting it in your face. Got a song, Jacob crying. Yeah, Jacob is crying because they got you sitting in Babylon when the Most High told you to come out. And you got these two sisters, the demon twins. Oh man, y'all being played. I pray. You know, I'm going to cut and paste this and put this at the very beginning of the video so you can't miss this. You being played, bamboozled, spending your money, thinking you're supporting Elder Gocc, and you giving it right back to Edom and the demon sisters, the two handlers that's running Gocc around like a rat tasting his tail. And y'all going for hook, line, and sinker. Y'all need to stop. When you going to learn? When you going to stop, Israel? When you going to stop? Unfortunately, our brother has been taken down. They are using our brother against us. Israel, wake up. Okay? I just have to tell y'all. Sorry, I have to be the one to bring it to you so you'll know. And I know it's hard to swallow, but I pray you take heed and get out of Babylon. Please, get out of Babylon. Obey AHAYAH. Obey him. Listen to Christ's words. Yashaya warned you. Matthew 24. Be not deceived. Possibly the elect will be deceived. I mean, I can only say the same things over and over because there's nothing really else to tell you. They are playing us. Get out. I give all glory and praise to AHAYAH, Yashaya, Yashaya, Qadash Rawach. Shalom.